The Wood Farm area is a small estate in northeast Oxford between Headington and Blackbird Leys. It is comprised both of private and council housing. There is a variety of mixed-use buildings, including a small amount of shops situated to the west of the site. The dwellings are predominantly flat blocks with one tower block in the middle of the site known as Forrester's Tower. One of the themes to emerge from the research in this area is that many residents feel that Wood Farm is the forgotten area of Oxford, because the estate is relatively small and has been subsumed with larger, more affluent wards. The sorts of difficulties experienced by residents within the area have rarely attracted the same sort of attention that areas such as Blackbird Leys, Barton and Rose Hill have. In terms of good urban design principles, the site functions very poorly, and all areas need to be rethought, redesigned and reworked so that the site can develop a character and sense of place, which will hopefully improve labouring conditions for all the many occupants on a relatively small site. Then had a close look at the site and carried out a SWOT analysis. The site did have a lot of weaknesses and barriers, which will be the basis for my urban design actions. These included, but were not limited to, a lot of caging, a lot of buildings with their backs to open public space, wasted spaces, the shops not ideally located, signs of antisocial behaviour, CCTV, ugliness, lack of street furniture, and also a future possible gentrification. The strengths that I came across were mixed use, playing field, lots of room for parking, wide streets, lots of green including small wooded area, the location, regular bus service, the potential for development. Having carried out the SWOT analysis, interviewed and surveyed residents and made numerous site visits, the problems became quite obvious.
Sometimes it's the occupants that break things, that do things that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, at the moment I think it's okay, but they should be doing more for up here, like Blackbird Leys. They're doing leisure centres and stuff. I think they should have stuff built up here.
Having cleared the site from unnecessary buildings, fences, posts, signs and buildings, the site I feel now has a lot more legibility. The public and private spaces are more clearly distinguished, and also the quality of the place is a lot more attractive. First of all, I looked at the tower block, and I have came up with a retrofitting design to basically clamp the tower block with new panels, which would not cost the council too much money to update, but would totally transform the whole site. The introduction of a few shrubs and greenery and planting some small trees, which the community can get involved in themselves, which can help people to get to know each other better and help to bring about that community spirit that I'm trying to achieve with the introduction of some ponds. The next area that I put forward for my urban design idea is the sports pitches. I noticed that they were heavily caged, and it just made the whole place almost seem like a prison and seemed like there was something wrong. Introduced trees yet again around the sports pitches, which would then provide a natural barrier. My next idea was to implement a large viewing screen in one of the green areas that you can see. This screen would be an outdoor screen where the local residents could get together in the summer, watch concerts and gigs and sport. The screen can also be used to monitor how much electricity is being generated by the use of energy making equipment and exercise machines that will both improve the health of local residents and also create electricity. I would hope that this could catch on in different areas so that different areas can compete with how much electricity they are producing for the place that they are living. The last thing that I tried to improve the general facade of the shops, and also incorporated a paving area where it just would be a lot cleaner and brighter. Having implemented the design ideas, I feel that these few things, although would not cost terribly much money, and seeing as this is a big issue as the government are making so many cutbacks, I felt it wasn't the best thing to start building a new place. I think a lot of the buildings are quite fine as they are. Yes, there is a lot of people in a small area, which is a part of the problem, because these people don't have much in common, they don't have much to do. incorporating some new things that they can actually do themselves to improve their own place, and try and get the teenagers and the children involved in, would then hopefully create some pride in the place that they live.